We're live with 245. Myself, Denzel, SB, and L Caps. How you guys doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited. The new season's starting, so
Yeah,
it's all
man.
good right now.
I mean, I'm here, man. I'm out here. Hopefully, I don't have to see Rashidi play for United again. But yeah, man, I'm here, bro. Good. I'm blessed. New season, new podcast. Let's get this cracking, man.
Yeah. If you're new to the channel, this is 245 Sports. We talk all things football and boxing mostly, but we dip into other sports as well occasionally. So today's show, we're going to be talking about the upcoming season, 2022-23 Premier League season. Because I'm sure everyone's excited for it. I am. Yeah, we're just going to be doing a prediction show. We're going to be giving our predictions on top 4, top 6, relegation, and all the individual awards as well. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So we're going to start with the top 4, starting with first and second place. So who's going to win it? Who's going to finish second?
Yeah, the first losers. That's what, as they say.
Boy, we'll see in it. So, what? Who's trying to get started with this one?
I'm sure we both got City and Liverpool,
Yeah.
top 2. So let's just out of the 3 of us, who's going to win the league? What do you think, Dan? What do you think?
Well, like you said, yeah, I think it's still Liverpool and City. I think those two are still head and shoulders above everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
In the transfer window, I don't think anyone's done enough to kind of overtake them. Yeah. And yeah, judging by the Community Shield, they're still above everyone else. So I'm going to pick those two as first and second. First place, I'm going to pick Manchester City. I think they're going to win the title again. It's going to be close. It's going to be tough. But I just think with Haaland solves the problem of what they had. What I think they were struggling with last season, trying to get them odd goals in tight games. I think that's why the title race was closer than what it was. I think Haaland will solve that problem of getting those odd goals. And I think he will be enough to replace Sterling's goals, who left for Chelsea. So I'm going to go with Man City as champions, Liverpool second place. A close second place again. I think I'm going to run them close. I think they're going to miss Mane. Mane's goals. Mane didn't get as many goals as Salah, but the goals that got were very important. He got a lot of game winners, so I think they're going to miss that. Obviously, Luis Diaz is fitted in seamlessly. He's come in like he's always been there. I think he's a great player for them. He's going to do well, but I don't think he's going to get those important goals that Mane got last season. Obviously, they got Darwin Nunez as well. I think he's going to take time to adjust. He looks good, but he looks a bit raw. He reminds me of raw Torres, a less refined Torres. He's got like off the ball movements, similar physique, but I don't think he's as good as Torres. And I don't think he's gonna be able to make the impact that Torres made, because I don't think his finishing is as good. So yeah, I'm going for Man City first and Liverpool second.
We're saying this week.
I'll go next. I would have said City before the Community Shield, but I didn't like what I saw from City. I thought they looked slow, they looked old. I didn't see the pace in the team. I feel like at some point in the season, when the going gets tough, someone needs to be able to run past the man and make things happen. And I don't think they got enough of those players. Grealish isn't the one to beat a lot of players, especially when they're going to face a lot of low blocks. City are. So I feel like Grealish is the best dribbler, and he can he's not the best dribbler, so maybe that's Foden, but I feel like players like Grealish are not going to make enough impacts. He's not going to score enough goals. I don't think they got enough difference makers in the team. I feel like Gabby Jesus and Sterling will be big misses because they're the most different from all the other players that they already have. And I liked the fact that I liked Nunez's performance. He's a bit raw, but he's a handful. And if you're a handful, especially what the Liverpool have already with their style of play, it's very in your face. There's a lot of running. There's a lot of pressing. And it's not really about cute passes or cute, amazing goals. It's just about them getting the ball off you and crosses in the ball. It's very simple their play, but it's very effective. And I just feel they still got to have Salah. They got Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is a problem. I don't rate him. He's good, but not that good. He's not as good as Mane. But I believe Liverpool are going to have more about them to get more goals and be more of a threat in most matches. Whereas City in certain games, I feel they're going to still become you're going to be finding it difficult to score in certain situations. So I've got Liverpool and City coming second.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I still got City, man. I still got City because man like Lukaku, first game wasn't looking too great, but forget the man, yeah. Julian Alvarez is the truth. Julian Alvarez
He's
is
good. He's very
a
good.
cold-blooded baller. He's gonna be a difference maker for the man. And then you got man like Grealish. Grealish is my bruv. No, my guy, yeah, boy. Man like baby Bex Grealish. He's gonna be on crud. Now the
Baby
hairstyle,
who?
man. Baby
Love
Bex
that.
Grealish, bruv. The hairstyle, man. Bruv.
Put
Grealish is
respect
gonna
on
be on
back of
crud.
his name, man. I like.
Nah, man.
Leave
Grealish is gonna
Beckham
be
out
on
of
crud.
this.
Grealish is gonna be on crud, and you got man like Foden. I'm starting to put some respect on his name, man. I'm starting to put respect on Foden's name because his dribbling ability is going to open up teams. He's going to be pulling defenses left, right, center. Going to create spaces for guys like Haaland and Alvarez to exploit. So I like City still, and I feel like their midfield is still a bit more complete compared to Liverpool. Anyways, I feel like their midfield always chips in. You still got De Bruyne, you got Rodri, you got their midfield is solid for me. I still prefer City. Liverpool, I think they're going to miss Mane big time because Mane is a handful. He's a problem. He's got the speed. They've been integrated into that team. Him and Salah. Mane is going to be, I think, so underrated, and Liverpool they're gonna miss him because that donkey, what's his name? Flipping Salsa Carroll. What's his name? Darwin Nunez. Wow, that guy. Yeah. The one thing about him is movement is good. Like when I was watching the Community Shield, he was just moving around, getting into the spaces, finishing is, yeah, boy, yeah, man. God have mercy on that finishing. But his movement is just mad. Like he'll pull defense apart, gets into the right positions, right spaces. So he's a handful in terms of movement, but I don't think he's anything to Mane. So in that regard, I've got City first and Liverpool second. But it should be good. But Pep has got something under his sleeves, man.
Yeah, just a quick point. Yeah, I think with City, like Liverpool are set in terms of, well, no, they have some questions that they need to ask in terms of Nunez and Diaz, but Man City have questions as well. Like them winning the title depends on Jack Grealish and Phil Foden's development. They have to step up in Sterling and Jesus' absence. If they don't step up, they're not going to win the title. They have to chip in with the goals and assists and better performances. So I think their success is largely dependent on their development and progression. And they also need to solve that left back position as well. I know they got what's his name? Walker and Cancelo, but
they're trying to
Walker tends to get injured. So
trying to get
I think
from Brighton.
Yeah. If they solve that left back problem, I think they're pretty certain to win the title, barring no injuries.
But you made a point about Sterling and Jesus, but with last season when they won the league, them men were not really as influential as previous seasons, and they still did a thing. And Grealish started coming up more towards the end of the season, started looking like he was integrating more into the system, into the team. And Foden was the thing with Foden, he starts with wild and he phases up. Man like Mahrez is still there. And I think that Julian Alvarez, I don't know what, that guy is gonna be saucy. Alvarez is
I don't know if
cold.
he's going to get the game time though. I think like they're invested in Haaland's development. The goals that Haaland will get will come at a cost of Alvarez.
I don't know, because like when you watch them yesterday, it looks like they're trying to implement a new system to incorporate both of them. Because it looks like they're playing close together at the top. And Alvarez is more the guy that's doing the running for Haaland. Haaland was trying to do that whole hold-up play, bring man in. His hold-up play was a bit donkey, but I can see what they're trying to do a little bit. So I don't know. City for me, The man there. I feel like Pep's bored. He's got to that stage here. He's trying to empower other teams to challenge him because he gave Arsenal half his squad. Like, yeah, you man take this year, hold this, get better, challenge us. So it's like he's trying to tell them, man, yeah, listen, like Arsenal are getting better, so we need to step up. I feel like he's always just fighting himself. So City for me,
Yeah.
boy. Plus, I hate Liverpool, man.
Yeah, Pep's playing chess. These other guys are playing checkers, man. I'm telling you, he sells with the best players to like Chelsea and Arsenal to galvanize his team. Now the other players are forced to step up. So we'll see if that risk pays off or not. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
definitely, man.
So wait, one more last one. What are we saying? So we're saying Pep gonna have 5 league titles in 6 years. Okay,
great.
that's it. Whatever way you slice it, with money or not, that's maths.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
legendary.
But we're moving on. Let's do third and fourth. So,
Okay, third and fourth. I got a North London affair. I'm going with Arsenal third. Yep, Arsenal third. Kind of pains me to say it, but I think Arsenal are going to finish third this season. I love what they've done in the window. Jesus, you see what he's doing in pre-season. Fabio Vieira, underrated signing. Zinchenko is going to cover Tierney when he's injured, or he might even start over Tierney. So I think they've solved all the problems that they had last season. The main one was goal scoring. With more goal scoring, they would have finished in the top 4. Now they've addressed that. So I think they're looking good. The start of last season was a disaster. Everyone's talking about Arsenal relegation, but they're looking good this preseason. And like I was saying earlier, I think there's a different energy around Arsenal this season. There's a buzz. So I think they'll go into the season strong. They'll start better than they did last season, and they'll score more goals, which, in my opinion, inevitably will lead them to a better position than they finished last season, which is third. And then Tottenham fourth. I think a full preseason under Antonio Conte will be a good thing for them. Kane, a fit Kane, if he stays fit, I think he'll be one of the top contenders for Golden Boot. I like the signing of Richarlison. Add something to the front three. I think they're going to be a solid team, hard to beat. I put Arsenal over them because Tottenham's midfield, I don't really rate it too much, to be honest. I don't think it's good enough to finish above Arsenal. I think the midfield will struggle to dominate games, and I don't think they're good enough defensively as well. So I think that's what's going to hinder them this season. Goals, they won't need to worry about goals with Kane, Son, Richarlison, and Kulusevski as well. That's not going to be a worry. It's just the midfield and defense that's a bit weak, and which, in my opinion, will lead them to fourth, which is still good. It's still Champions League. It's where they finished last season. So is it progression? I don't know. Not really. It's the same thing, but that's why I have them finishing fourth.
I got Spurs finishing third because of Antonio Conte. His system, his 3-5-2 system allows, I would say, average players to play better. If you look at his previous Chelsea teams, you wouldn't say that team was destined to win the league, but they had a terrible start. He changed the system, and look what happened. They won the league. They got Kane and Son, guaranteed, 45 goals and assists per season. They got
In the
Kulusevski.
Prem?
Yeah,
Oh, goals and assists. Okay.
goals and assists, both, like, maybe even 50, both of them, goals and assists together. Kane and Son. Still got Kulusevski, however you say his name. They got Richarlison for them random away games that you want to rest some players. They got Basuma midfield. They got Højbjerg. I'm not saying they're an amazing team, but they've got good functional players who are 25 and older. So they're season pros. They can deal with the ebbs and flows of the season. They just got a lot of men in the room. They got a lot of big, strong physical players. So I feel like in most scenarios they're going to do well at all. And also that 5 at the back, it makes normal defenders look good. So I expect them to have a really good season. I can't lie, even though it pains me to say. But again, from top to bottom, I don't really see a main weakness. I do see weaknesses for them to go further than third, but for third, I feel like they can easily get third. My fourth prediction is gonna be Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal will be. We definitely got better than last season. Obviously, Gabi Jesus. We got more goals in the room, but I just don't feel we can go higher than third because of what we have in the team right now. We've got a lot of young players. I don't really outside of Gabi Jesus. I don't see who's guaranteed to score. We got young defenders, young keeper still. So like, we are a good team. The system's good. Zinchenko's a good player. Fabio Vieira's another young player, first season in the Prem. So I do feel we'll get fourth, but that's the best we can do. Based off today, we could make signings and see what happens. We can see what happens.
I think I agree with SB, man. I got Spurs third. Conte is a difference maker, man. And I feel like they made some astute signings this summer. They've got Perisic.
Yeah.
They've got Perisic is he's a good signing alongside Richarlison, and then with Son already there, Kane, Kulu. That top five is looking a madness, and then their defense is still they got good defense. Like I'm just on the Premier League squad thing. Yeah, they signed Jed Spence, decent right back.
Never
They got
played in the
him.
Prem.
Never played, but he's decent. He's a good right back. Something that they
Jamaican
need.
Wan-Bissaka.
I don't know, man. I think he's good. And then they got Lenglet from Barca. They signed him.
No, well, yes, I'm saying he's not that good, but in a free,
He's not that good, but they've got the system to implement. They got Ben White, DR, Rondon. Wow, they got a squad. Spurs got a squad. I feel like what they've done this summer has been very. They've made some really good signings. They've covered gaps in their squad that were needed to be filled. So first, their starting 11 is good, and the squad players are good as well. So I feel like Spurs have got the squad to push for third or even second potentially. And with Conte, he's a difference maker, man.
He is. The only reason I put them fourth is that midfield. That they're solid, but I don't see them controlling games. I don't see them getting their forward players in good positions to score. Like Bissouma.
I hear what you're saying, but sometimes they never want to attack. They want to hit teams on the counter attack.
They're set for the counter.
5 at the back, sit low block, Kane, drop in midfield, Son over the top, goal. Every big team struggles against that, and that's what's going to be a difference maker for them because they did well against City last year. They did well against Liverpool last year. They didn't lose to them teams. They beat City twice and drew Liverpool twice. That's wherever you are, that's sick. So I feel like just the style is gonna be fine. Man. They're gonna excel.
They're set up for the counter mad. Like Perisic is that ultimate signing that you make when you're trying to be a counter-attacking team. Remember, Jose was after that guy. They got Kulu as well. When he came in, probably one of the better signings they've made in a couple of years. That guy's set up as well. Sonaldo, that guy, wow, that guy's wavy, man. United should have snatched that guy, but Son's still about, and you got Kane. Kane's looking like he's been rejuvenated a little bit. He looks like he's got that yard back a little bit. Pre-season's banging. Him and Kane him and Son got that connection. Kulu as well. Perisic. Their team is they're looking quite scary to be honest. I think Levy's back to Conte, and Conte is he's gonna push for that. He's gonna push for it. And with Conte, every second season of his wins the league. So that's something to watch out for as well. So I've got Spurs. I'm not saying they're gonna win the league, but I'm saying that they're gonna be third. Fourth, wow. I hate this shit, man. I hate this. I can't believe it. But fourth is Arsenal, man. I can't believe what I'm saying. But fourth is Arsenal. I hate it, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like Arsenal looking good. Pre-season Arsenal looking good. Jesus has been a great signing for them. He's banked 7 in 5 games. He's just moving mad. He just looks like he was what they were missing. He looks quick. He looks on it. He looks like he's got something to prove as well. Because at City, towards the end of the season, he's starting to bag. And with the thing with Arsenal is like they run out of steam. I think Jesus will fill in that gap when they run out of steam from that March period where they just seem to just fall off a cliff. his goals would be important for them, because you lot always just come alive April, May time, you start scoring and winning again. So I feel like he's going to be that crucial piece for that Feb, March period where you just fall off. His goals are going to keep you in contention for that Champions League spot. So I like that signing. Zinchenko is a good signing as well when he's not crying. He's a very good signing. Like, I think he could be. He's very sick in midfield as well. He can carry the ball, get up the pitch, create attacking spots as well. So I think he's a very good signing. I don't know much about Vieira or whatever that kid's name is, but those two signings I really like. So I think Arsenal are really pushing for fourth, because Arteta, man, he wants to be a Pep, doesn't he? Mini Pep. And like, he's starting to implement the style with Arsenal. You can see what they're trying to do. When you watch them play, they play some nice football. Their defense is young, but they're good. Ben White, I think, is underrated. I like Ben White. He looked good last season. Good signing. Gabriel, hair like he's coming on and off, but he's good. I like him.
Saliba as well.
Saliba's back as well. Didn't he get that player of the season for Marseille or whatever? Season just gone. So he's coming back. He's got player of the season. Got something to prove at Arsenal. Tierney. Everyone knows Tierney's a solid defender. He's solid. I love Tierney. Who's Arsenal's right back?
Tomiyasu.
Tomiyasu, yeah, man. That guy, well, remember when he signed, Sky Sports was like, yeah, Tomiyasu, some ages had to. He's sick. He's good. So Arsenal's defense is looking solid. Your midfield, you got Odegaard, you got my Ghanaian brother, Thomas Partey, out here holding it down. You got who else is you man got him? You got Xhaka, El Neni. Your midfield is decent. You got a decent midfield. And then your attack, you got Saka. Yeah, man, that baby face Saka. You got him. You got Rafinha. Where? Welcome to Arsenal, Rafinha. What happened to him? But yeah, you got Saka. You got I think Laka's good options come off the bench, and I think with Arsenal as well. With this whole, is he still there?
He's gone.
Is he gone? Where? My dog, like. Fam, Eddie, wait. Martinelli's decent. I like Martinelli. Who? Eddie Murphy? Nah, man.
Hey, respect my boy. Respect my boy.
That guy's dead, man. Eddie Murphy.
Man.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm telling you right now. And Nketiah's better than Martial. I'm telling you right now.
Who?
Wow.
Ice Martial.
Eddie Nketiah is better than Martial. You will see this.
Wow.
Ice Martial. Black gloves.
You will see black gloves. Gloves.
Black
That's what
gloves.
We're talking about.
Gloves.
Gloves. Talk about some goals, man. Where's the goals? I'm talking about gloves and the goals.
Yo, Ice Martial, nice in the cold supermodel. Are you mad? Do you know who my guy is? Mark Weezy. Nah. Last season, yeah, Ollie's a fraud, bruv. Ollie is, bruv, he's the beginning and the end of everything wrong with Man United, man. That guy was a criminal, war criminal. Remember Martial, when he was leaving to go on loan to Seville? That last game he came on, last 15 minutes, sauced it up.
15 minutes?
I don't care, bruv. He was saucy. Pre-season as well, was moving mad. Nah, bruv. Marweezy, get rid of Ronaldo. Put Marweezy in through the middle. Yeah, we're sourcing.
What did he do at Sevilla?
I don't care, bro. What's he doing pre-season? He's looking good. No, he's looking bad.
All right,
Martinelli's better than Marweezy. Nah, man. Nah.
Let's get to fourth, fifth, and sixth.
One thing I say on Arsenal. One last point. Yeah, I worry about us against big physical teams too. So like, it's still a small team. So. Just watch us for something to watch throughout the season, but we can move on.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, you also get relegated, man.
Fifth, and sixth. It's a big team you've left out, all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Chelsea.
I got them fifth. The reason I got them fifth, I just have a feeling that injuries are gonna hamper their season. Unless they might do business in the transfer window, but right now, with that midfield, Kante, I don't think he's still a top player, but he can't, in my opinion, can't play week in, week out anymore. Yeah. You need to play him in spurts. Yeah. I think they're going to have injuries at the back as well. They're looking to start. I know they're looking to get a centre back in, but right now is Koulibaly, never played in the Prem. You don't know. He might not.
30
Yeah, 31. He might not do what people think he's gonna do. And then Thiago Silva. How old is Thiago Silva? 37?
37, 38. It's old, man.
Yeah. They need more centre backs. So as of right now, if they don't make any more signings in midfield, defence, and up front as well, I see them finishing fifth. Like I said, I think injuries will hamper them defensively. If they don't, yeah, like I said, if they don't get better defenders in, I think that's going to be a problem. Midfield, the midfield is all right now, but like I said, Kante, even Kovacic, he
Nice
tends to
to
get injured
he's
as
a good
well.
player.
He's a good player. He tends to get injured. Jorginho as well, kind of struggled to stay fit last season. Up front, they got Sterling. I think Sterling's a great signing for them. I think Sterling's due to get a lot of goals this season. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people and score more goals than people think he will this season. Because I think under Pep, he was kind of caged, like he wasn't able to express himself fully. You're going to see the full expression of Sterling this season. That's one thing I'm looking forward to see. They still haven't solved that problem of up front. Lukaku last season, it didn't work out for him. They haven't brought anyone in. They still need to buy a striker. Last season, there was a lot of 1-0s, a lot of draws. I think that's why it ended up being close. That's why they ended up just about finishing third, because they struggled to score more than one goal a lot of the time. So I think they need to get a striker in. I don't know if they're going to keep Brozier in. I don't think he's good enough for what Chelsea need. I don't think Havertz is good enough as a false nine to get the goals that they need. So yeah, I don't think people talking about Chelsea as title contenders. I don't see it. I don't see it. Well, they still got Werner as one of their main starters. They still got Christian Pulisic. I don't see it. I don't think these players are good enough to do to finish or even to title contend or finish top four. I don't think these players are good enough. And teams around them have improved. Spurs have improved. Arsenal have improved. So I think it's going to be a struggle for Chelsea this season. So I've got them finishing fifth. Sixth place, I have Manchester United finishing sixth. The first season for Ten Hag. With that squad currently, it's not good enough to finish in the top four. I think there's going to be some growing pains with Ten Hag trying to implement his system in the Prem. So yeah, it's not going to be smooth sailing at all. So they haven't got the squad, and they still need to implement a style of football and all of that. Yeah, a combination of those two things would mean that I don't think they will be in contention for this season. They should finish top six with the squad that they have. If the squad is firing, people like Rashford back to his best, Martial back to his best, firing, a system of play, and hopefully the defense being tightened up should culminate with Man United finishing sixth. It's not what Man United fans want to hear, but I think that's the best that they can expect right now. Sixth. That's who I'm going with in sixth place.
I agree with you on the Chelsea point. I just don't understand Chelsea's strategy in the market this year. Even the last couple of years, they just throw money at the most popular names in Europe. Havertz, Werner, Ziyech, Lukaku. None of that really makes any sense to me. Chelsea haven't got Abramovich to hide all their problems now because they used to buy many players who didn't work out and just keep replacing them so they keep their good league standing because they can just always fix problems. I don't think they're going to be able to do that right now. That's why they're kind of drying up in the market this season and they're losing out on players to Barcelona. And they haven't got all their targets, so that's why they're trying to resort to. They have to resort to get old players like Koulibaly, and like nobody really wants Sterling, so they just pay for Sterling, and they're going to offer Sterling the wages. I don't really truly feel Sterling thought about ever playing for Chelsea. If he really picks any club in the world, I don't think he'd pick Chelsea. So just because Chelsea was there and they'll pay the money, they got him. I just don't believe their defense is going to be good enough. I feel like they're strapped to the five at the back because the defense centre backs not good enough. Because it's either they get. Remember last season, Rudiger was scoring a lot of goals in the beginning of the season, and they relied on their defenders to get a lot of goals, and their attack weren't really firing. So I don't think they can rely on that again to remain third or even fourth. So I got them coming in fifth. I got I don't know. I don't know who was coming from sixth. I could have picked West Ham. Could have picked United. Could have picked, I think, Leicester City. Could have picked Wolves. Could have picked. Give me another team. Newcastle. Maybe I don't know. But I've actually landed on Leicester. As of today, I like Leicester's players. I like Leicester's team. Remember last season they had Fofana injury, they had a Harvey Barnes injury. There was a big players for them. Tielemans was, as of today, I like their team. Tielemans may leave, Fofana may leave. There's Chelsea rumours out there. But as of today, with no Europe too, remember they went deep in Europe last season. With no Europe, I feel like they're gonna have a bounce back here. And West Ham's gonna have Europe. West Ham haven't improved their team, I think. And I think Leicester, generally speaking, they buy well, they buy good players. So if they sold Tielemans, sold Fofana, I trust them to replace them with good talent. So I've got Leicester.
Above Man U?
Yeah. I haven't seen, especially look, with Man U, if they get rid of Ronaldo especially, I don't see when he's going to get, he's going to score over 15 goals for you. Nobody, I don't think anyone's going to score over 15 goals for you. I feel like he's going to play, I don't like any of your defenders, except for maybe, I think Maguire's still your best centre back. Maybe Martinez, boy, we'll see. Varane, he's there for the money. Wan-Bissaka, Dalot ain't that good. You lot are still relying on McTominay and Fred in midfield. You might get Frankie, you might not. But as of today, that's what I think.
So even about who have Leicester signed? I don't think Leicester have signed anyone.
Leicester haven't signed anybody, but if they're 11 for 11, I think they got you still.
Nah, man, I think even Newcastle will finish above Leicester. They've made signings.
Newcastle, I thought about them, but I don't think they'll get that high. I think they'll be like 8th.
Wait. So where have you got Man U finishing?
7th.
Wow.
You're not battling West Ham, I can't lie. You're not battling West Ham.
Making that special grade, man. I don't know, man.
Real talk. Okay, let's do this. Let's do quickly. If they're the team players will get into your team.
No, but it's like Leicester. Jamie, how old is Jamie Vardy now?
Stop picking Jamie Vardy, man. They still got packs on that.
He's the main guy.
Yeah, but Maddison will get into a team, yes or no? Ndidi, Tielemans, Harvey Barnes, Fofana, James Justin.
I'm not. Yeah, James Justin. Yeah, I wouldn't mind James.
They got at least 6 players that will start for you. So when I say and with no Europe as well, no European football, no away days, none of them.
The thing is, they
Sunday.
The manager.
Like they like, I think it's gonna be a season of stagnation for them. They haven't really brought anyone new in. Like there's nothing fresh about the team. So I think they're just.
I know what you're saying, but I just trust them to make a good signing because they always make good signings, always.
Season starts in about 4 days. They made a good signing, and Brendan Rodgers, I think, for me, is candidate for one of the managers that's going to get sacked this season. So I can't see how the hell you got Leicester so high up.
Go on.
But let me get cracking, man. Like I said before, Ice Martial, bro. In him, I trust. Black gloves all weather. In him, I trust, bro. My guy, Marweezy. In him, I trust. Man, you had to finish in 5th. We might even push for 4th. The reason for this is because of Martial, bro. He's back. Marweezy is back. We're going to get rid of Rashidi and bring on Garnacho. Garnacho is cold. He's sick. Sanchellini's back. Sanchellini's looking good on the right, man. Him and Dali got a little link-up play going on. I reckon Man United could push the top 4 with Ten Hag's football, but it's dependent on signings. If we sign Frankie, we're going to be sourcing. And if we get another attacking reinforcements, I'm hearing Benjamin Sesko or Anthony from Ajax. But for me, I think United are 5th. Defensively, boy, that Fridge, Maguire's still there. You still got Spider-Man, Booker T, Wan-Bissaka. You got that criminal Tellers. But I don't know where we signed that Tellers guy from. Criminal, useless. Oh, who else? Varane. Varane is dead food, man. I ain't gonna lie. I said it. He's dead food. I like Martinez, looks decent. I like Eric Bailly. That's my guy, man. Midfield, Pastor Uncle Apostle Frederick. Don't sleep on my guy, Pastor Uncle Apostle Frederick the Great, bruv. Don't sleep on that guy, bruv. Wake up, fam. Wake up, Frederick. Fredinho, bruv. Fred is coming back. Fred is good, man. I like that guy.
When was he ever here, though? Like,
Nah, man. Fred is here, fam. Fred is here, bruv. Fred and Ericsson link up in that midfield. And then, bruv, I would have Fred. That guy, Donny. I'd have Donny. And I'd have Donny. Donny's got that 1-2 move, get the ball. I like Donny, or worst case Ericsson. I'd have Bruno on the bench. I'd have Donny, Ericsson, Fred. In as a midfield three, and then I'm gonna have Sanchellini. I'm gonna have Marwizi, and I'm gonna have Garnacho. Ronaldo can hold the bench as well. Sixth, I've got Chelsea finishing sixth. I feel like Tuchel's getting a bit frustrated with Chelsea, and pre-season they ain't look good at all. They look disjointed. They look tired. Half the squad is going to Barcelona. Like all the targets that they wanted got snatched. I can't see Chelsea really contending this season. They ain't really got a striker. Werner, I like Werner because of his pace, and like Werner's movement is good, but Werner can't finish for nothing, and that's a problem. Havertz is not going to get you 20 goals that you need. I can't see that. Havertz is a good player, but he's not that guy to get you that kind of goals. Sterling, I like Sterling, but I don't agree with you lot saying that he's going to have a revelation or some sort of epiphany of a season. I think City got rid of him at the right time, to be honest. I think Sterling is starting to ever so slightly come down. He's been playing football since the age of about 16, and his game is he's always just running. Eventually, you're going to get leggy. I feel like Sterling is going to not look as good. I think City cover a lot of his deficiencies with Sterling. City had a lot of his deficiencies. He uses the ball a lot. His passing isn't too great, and his finishing isn't great either. So, and his his crossing isn't spectacular. Finishing isn't great. Sterling, I think he'll do okay, but I don't think it's going to be that revelation that you guys are hoping or seeing him to be. I hope he is, but I can't see it. So it's Chelsea for me 6, just because I can't see where they're getting their goals from, and I feel like the team looks a bit leggy. Conte's on the way out, great player, but yeah, his time is up. Kovacic is half injured all the time. Jorginho, does he even start for them anymore? Is he still there?
Yeah,
like,
you know what's hilarious? Yeah? What's hilarious? Sorry, all the players you mentioned are all better than Man United players. All the Chelsea players just mentioned.
Not the front three. Not the front three. And the thing with United, I feel like Ten Hag is a new manager. You've already seen the system being implemented. The window's not finished yet. So that's what I'm hoping for. I think with United, it's a bit of bias anyways, but yeah, the window's not finished yet. So that's my 5th and 6th. So yeah, man. Yeah, sad to see United down there, man, but it is what it is.
Yeah, let's move on. We've got relegated teams now. Boy, this could be anybody. You got that
relegation riddle.
It could be what? 6 teams. 6 teams.
Just before you go into it, though, when I was doing some research, there are a lot of good teams in the Prem. I didn't see many bad teams, but that's just my perspective. But
the Prem is strong.
There's not many bad teams, unlike back in the day.
Yeah. So in terms of relegation, who I got? I think Bournemouth are going to go down. I think Leeds are going to go down. And I think Nottingham Forest are going to go down.
Yeah.
Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest, I don't think they signed the quality in terms of Premiership quality. The signings that they've made, I don't think it's going to put them over the top in terms of getting them to survive in the Prem. Fulham are going to be there or thereabouts, but surely they've learned their lesson. Surely they know what it takes by now to stay in the Premier League. They've been up and down a couple of times, so I think that experience will hold them in good stead. And I think that experience will lead them to find a way to survive. Leeds, they lost Rafinha, they lost Calvin Phillips, two of their best players. I don't think they're going to be able to recover from that. Jesse Marsh. The thing with Jesse Marsh, I think he's not rated. He's not rated by the media. I think that has an effect because when they lose 1 or 2 or 3 games, the media are going to pile the pressure on him. I think the players will feel it. The fans will feel it. I think that's going to culminate into that. And I don't think they're going to be able to recover from that. And that will lead to them getting relegated, like I said, along with Bournemouth and not Forest.
So wait, just remind you, who do you have? Yeah, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest.
So Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, and Leeds.
That makes sense. Okay. I've got Bournemouth, Leeds, and Fulham. I saw Nottingham Forest. I don't know much about Forest, but I saw them play a bit last year when they played Arsenal. So, and we lost against them. And they looked kind of good. I think Nottingham Forest. I think they'll be fine. I like their manager. I think his name's Steve Cooper. I think he do well. So I just got Bournemouth. I don't see anyone I like there. I've got Leeds. Boy, Dan James is the best attacker. What's his name? What's his thing? Bamford. I don't know where he is. Hopefully he comes back. Fulham. I don't know. I don't really like anybody from Fulham. So yeah, that's me.
I think I agree with Denzel's list. I've got Forest, Bournemouth, and Leeds. Pretty much similar reasoning as well. Leeds, the best players got snatched up. Bamford is always injured. What's that guy? Speedo Sonic. What's that guy? Dan James, Sprint Merchant. He ain't great, man. So I got Leeds going. Hopefully they go back, never to be seen again. Bournemouth. No one at Bournemouth that I'm really feeling. I don't think they're gonna make an impact in the league. I don't think they're gonna do anything. They're going back home to where they belong, lower divisions. Forest as well. I don't think they've made any great signings that are going to help them to stay in the league as well. So I think Forest are going straight back to the Championship. So yeah, that's my relegation rhythm, man.
Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, and Leeds. Yeah.
Yeah, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, and Leeds are going back to the Championship.
Okay, next one we've got top goal scorer.
This is a tough one. I think
it's a tough one, man. I had like 4 or 5 names, but I don't know. I didn't know who to pick.
Martial, man. I don't know why you man are playing games, bro.
Is it because of the gloves?
Bro, black gloves, bro. They're back. Whatever the weather, black gloves, bro.
Just because Omni wore black gloves and Martial wears black gloves, don't mean he's on the back.
That's where the comparison stopped.
Yeah, man.
Nah. My guy Malweezy under progressive manager.
I think it's one of two. These two they know what it takes to score goals in the Prem. That is Salah and Kane. It's out of them two. They're going to be the top 2 scorers. If I had to pick one, I'm going to risk it and say Kane. I think he might stay fit this season. If Kane stays fit this season, I'm going with Harry Kane, with him as top goal scorer. Salah a close second.
I think it could be either Kane, Son, or Salah, but I might as well just be biased and go for Gabriel Jesus, man. I feel like at City he was kind of told to do specific things and play for the team because Pep's all about the team. So I think at Arsenal he's only given license to be the main man. And boy, we had Lacazette up top last year, and now we're going to be so much better with Gabriel Jesus. But I feel I'm just going to be biased here because I'm not sure who exactly to pick. But Gabriel Jesus is going to be top goal scorer.
I'm looking at the Egyptian king, man. The Egyptian king, Salah. My reason for Salah is because I feel like my point about Nunez is that his movement is a problem. I think his movement is going to create more gaps for Salah to get in and get more goal scoring opportunities as well. And with Nunez as well, I feel like Liverpool are going to get a lot more penalties now because he's such a handful. Defenders going to try and bring him down. He's strong. He's always in the box. He's always just he's irritating. He's an irritant, and defenders are going to bring him down. They're going to get a lot of penalties, and Salah's always bagging penalties. So I feel like Salah with that space now is going to bag even more. So I feel like I've got him, Harry Kane. You can't write him off. Haaland, he didn't look great in his debut, but Haaland, you can't write him off. Guy's a bagsman. For Norway, he does it. Every team has been that he's done it. So I can't write him off, especially the way City play. Yeah, man. Like even at the Community Shield, just making good movements. That last, when he hit the ball over the bar, he got into good space with that. It's just that the finishing was poor. The instincts his instincts are good. So he's getting his positions to get the goals, and once he just kind of brushes up a little bit and gets match fit, it's going to be confidence. So confidence as well. So I've got him up there. So I think I've got Salah, Kane, and Haaland, and then sneaker surprise. Yeah, man, my guy, man. Where he's from? He's from France. He's 26. He wears black gloves every weather. He's got ice in his veins. Wavy. Plays for United. As Haaland Martial. Surprise package, bruv. Ten Hag football is gonna bring the best out of my guy, bruv. So I've got him as a surprise package, bruv.
Let's talk about a couple of players and see what we think if they would get over a certain amount of goals. So let's start with Martial. Do we think that Martial will get over 15 Premier League goals this season? SB?
No. Because there's two scenarios. If Ronaldo stays, no. If Ronaldo goes, no. Basically, if Ronaldo goes, I just don't feel he has enough about him to be consistently in goal scoring positions. I don't think he's a striker. Like you say Haaland, Darwin Nunez, even Gabriel Jesus, even when you say players like Jamie Vardy, for example, I don't see Martial in the same kind of ilk. So I feel like he's more like a second striker. So I don't really believe he's got the goal scoring instincts. So no, he'll get less than 15 league goals.
I think I know what. I think we already know the answer.
You got asking me, is Martial going to get over 50 goals?
Okay.
He's going to say yeah. He's going to say yeah.
Will Martial get over 15 league goals?
50 or 15? 15.
He's considering the 50 one,
Marwiz is getting 15. Easy. The reason why is that with the forward movement of the three attackers that United have and with Ten Hag football, he benefits from when we had Louis van Gaal at United. That was when we saw the best Martial, the movement, the possession football. Martial is a footballer. He's not some athlete like Rashidi who just wants to run into a man. He's a footballer. He likes to pass and move, get into spaces. And with Sanchez as well, that link up's going to be crazy because they both like to get on the ball, move, pass, intricate little passes, get into space. I think with Ten Hag is going to open up, it's going to create more goal scoring opportunities for Martial, and he's a good finisher. So I definitely believe that he's getting more than 15 league goals. I'm telling you, man, that guy looks rejuvenated. He's lost weight. He got rid of his babes. He's back, man.
He's single, yeah?
He's single, man. Single and hungry, man.
Okay, so he's back 25 now.
He's single and hungry, bro. Oh, Marweezy. Didn't you hear him in the Man United that interview with Bruno? When Bruno said, Martial, I'm going to give you some assist. He's like, yes, please. I need some assist. He's here, bro.
Can he even speak English?
Yeah, but he said, yes, please, my G.
Well. Okay,
he said, yes, please, my G. I need some assist. Yeah, man, he's here, bro. Him and bro, Marweezy, he's here. Believe in the French guy, bro.
It's gonna be tight. In or around 15. It's gonna be tight. I'm gonna say he's gonna get 14. He's gonna get one less. All right, let's go with the next one. Let's say Darwin Nunez. Will Darwin Nunez get over 15 league goals this season?
No, he won't. It's his first season, no expectation on him. And Liverpool got multiple players to replace him and to not put that pressure on him. So I don't think he's going to bag with that many goals. I feel like he's going to be protected a bit throughout the season because they've got Jota, they've got Salah, they've got Firmino, they've got Diaz, they've even got Carvalho, the young boy. So I don't think he will, not because he's not good enough. I do think he's good enough. I just feel Klopp won't force him into you put on that pressure, like for example last year with McCarthy to be the saviour. So I don't think he'll get with 15.
I think he will. I think he will. He looks like he's got something about him. He's got a bit of desire, fire, passion, and everyone's bantering him. But in the community shield, he showed me a little sign. I was like, this guy's a donkey, but his movement, it's a problem. He's always in the right position. Such a young person to have such good movement I'm impressed by him, and I feel like with Liverpool they've got man like Trent just spamming balls into the box. Robertson on the other side doing the same thing. He's going to get so many opportunities to score. He's going to get like 6 chances a game. He's going to put at least one away. He will score. He's going to score. Salah's going to. I think the thing with Klopp, he makes signings that suit the system. Liverpool's a system team, and he makes signings to just plug in. I can't remember the last bad signing that guy made. They just fit in, and I think Liverpool just will play to his strengths. Baby Beck's Trent going to get the ball in the box. The guy can header. He can shoot. Yeah, he's definitely going to get 15 plus. There's just too much chance has been created for him.
Exactly. I agree. That's the main reason why I think he's going to get over 15 because of the chances that Liverpool create. They create too many chances for him not to get more than 15. Let's go with one more quick one. Erling Haaland. Will Erling Haaland get at least 20 league goals this season?
Boy, he'll get 19. I just all these goal predictions. I just don't expect new players just to come in and set it in quickly. All the players that I expect to do well. I've been here 4 or 5 years, so I just don't expect him to be the main guy for City and bag that much.
But there's been examples of people that have come in and hit the
Not
ground.
recently. If you think about it, not recently though. Back in the day,
It was Diaz.
He wasn't
He
banging
didn't
though.
bang like that.
If you notice, he doesn't really score. Think about it. He dribbles past, man. He's a problem. He doesn't really score a lot. But back in the day, it used to happen like maybe early 2014 years, 2015.
It's true because I was thinking Suarez.
Yeah, 2013.
Came in, got goals straight away.
If you think about all the attackers that come with the pedigree, the big name, they don't really do well. So I'm not saying Haaland is bad, but I just don't think he's just going to be that good straight away. Score that many goals.
I'm opposite, man. I think Haaland's going to bag. Haaland will bag. It's just City, again, similar to Liverpool. They create chances. Again, his movement is good, and he's back. His finishing is crazy. Haaland's finishing is crazy. He's got a bit of pace about him. He can finish all left foot, right foot header. He's got it. He's going to back, and with him, the thing that sets him off is that mentality. His mentality is mad. Is that he thinks he's the ish. He won't like that chance he missed the other day is not going to stop him from scoring. He's going to dismiss that and come back and back about 2 the next game. The guy is crazy. He's prolific, and I love his mentality. Some people call it arrogant. Some people call it. I just think that mentality is just the will to score, the will to be a better version of himself. Haaland's going to bag, man. He's going to get maybe 30
league goals.
But he wasn't your top goal scorer though. He was the top. You said Salah was the top goal scorer.
I said Salah, Kane. I had Haaland as well.
So who is it then?
I said I'm going to have Salah because I feel like the spaces that Nunez runs are going to create for him.
Salah's going to potentially get more than Haaland, yeah?
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, that's why I got him top scorer, man. But I think Haaland can get 20 easy. I reckon he can get 20 easy.
I thought you said 30. You said 30 earlier, didn't you?
I said he could get 30.
Oh, okay.
But the question was, can he get 20? And I said, yeah, easy. Yeah. Like you got Grealish. Him and Grealish already seem like they have a good understanding as well. Grealish assisted him against Bayern Munich. So, yeah, I think Haaland would be good, man.
Yeah, cool. We'll move on to the next topic. Most assists in the league. There's a lot of ballers in there, a lot of good passers. So, who do you think, Benz?
It's going to be a Liverpool player.
You've got Trent,
I'm
you've got
going to go.
Robertson.
It's either going to be Salah or Trent.
Mm.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Trent.
Good
I
choice.
think Trent will get it.
I'm gonna go with a Liverpool player again, but Salah. I just feel like he's the best, absolutely the best player in the attack now for Liverpool. I feel like he's gonna be more of a creative role because he's not playing Mane anymore. Because with Mane, he can just be the poacher. Now without Mane, he's gonna be more of the focal point of the attack, and the forwards gonna get most assists.
I don't know, man. That's a good question. I feel like it might be Harry Kane, man.
Mm.
Might be Harry Kane because over the seasons he looks like he's just been getting more and more assists every year, and he likes to drop deep, pick up the ball, spray it out to Son. He's got Cooley bagged as well, Perisic as well. So Kane's a sneaky one. If I had to put my neck on the line and say one, yeah, I might have to agree with you, man. I might have to be a Liverpool player, man. Could see Salah or Trent as well. With Nunez coming in against Salah's open to get into more positions. But Manuel's picking up. You've got Diaz, Jota. Yeah, and I think yeah. If yeah, I've got Kane or one of the Liverpool boys, Salah or Trent. So yeah, that's me, man.
So who is it? And I'm gonna write it down. Who is it? Who's the one?
Oh, I'm gonna go for Kane, man. Harry Kane.
Who's right? This down quick. Next topic: player and young player this season.
Player of the season, I'm going to go with Harry Kane. So that coincides with me thinking he's going to score a lot of goals this season. So I think he's going to get Golden Boot and Player of the Season. Young player, I think I'm going to give it to William Carvalho. I think he's a good signing for Liverpool. What I've seen, he's a very good player. I think he's gone under the radar a little bit, but people are going to be surprised at how good he is this season and how he fit into the team and make an instant impact as well. He's not going to start every game, but people will be surprised at his quality. So I'm going to go with Carvalho as the young player of the season.
I think PFA, well, player this season will be Salah. So I think Liverpool's going to win the league. I feel he's just going to be the best player. I think he'll be the difference maker. The media love Liverpool already, so I feel Salah will get it. The other player, young player, is a bit of a techie situation because it's not always the youngest best player. It's like the young, most seasoned player sometimes. Because Foden won it last year after getting 4 Prem seasons before, and he didn't play that well. It's just going to sit him on the league. That's why he got it.
The only reason I didn't say Foden because they can't keep giving it to him.
Yeah.
And Trent, like obviously
Yeah.
Trent should have won it last season, but they can't just keep giving it to the same person.
That's why I've gone with Saka. I feel like Saka's going to be owed one because I feel like he was the best breakout young player last year. Everybody else is kind of established already. I feel like now Saka's established. I feel Saka's going to get it this year.
Young players, serious, man. Player of the season, believe it or not, under Ten Hag, my boy, man, my Lord and Savior, Tony Martial. I don't care, bro. I'm shameless of it. Tony Martial, player of the season. Write that down, bro. Mark my words. Young player, that one's tough, man. They'll find a way to give it to Foden again, man. Oh, they'll find a way.
If they do, yeah.
They'll find a way. Because how old is he?
Still
He's
baby,
still
man.
eligible.
Still young.
Is he still under 21?
Yeah, it's up until 2040, man.
Yeah, like 23 or 24.
Yeah, they'll give it to him. If City win the league, he's bagging it.
Yeah, Trent's still eligible. Foden's still eligible. I think is Rashford even still eligible?
No, that guy's about 50, man. He ain't eligible for nothing.
Russia's a bit old, I think.
Yeah, young player. I can't see anyone apart from Foden
Fair enough.
because he's a serious guy, man. Serious baller. He's going to be in contention for player of the season as well. But for young player, definitely, I think he retains the award. Player of the season. Yeah, man. I'm looking at no one apart from my boy Tony Weezy Martial, blackgloves.com. Yeah, man. Go get the merchandise. He's bagging.
All right. Next topic. Best and worst signing.
Well, that's tough.
Tough, ain't it? No, this window's still open. Still got a couple of weeks left, so
Yeah,
tough to say at the moment.
that is a tough one. I think, I want to go with Sterling.
Frank De Jong here.
De Jong's the worst signing because we're not signing him. Oh,
I'm going to go with Sterling as the best. As the best sign.
Okay.
I don't know over long term how good the signing will be, but at the end of this season, I think people will say Sterling was the best signing that a team made this season. So I'm going to go with Raheem Sterling as the best signing. The worst signing, boy, that's tough. That is tough. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with Haaland.
The worst signing.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Go on.
I'm gonna go with Haaland because of the expectation. That's the only reason. The expectation. He might end up getting 12, 13 league goals. So I think people are gonna be highly critical of him. So I think people will rate him as the worst signing. Will he be the worst signing in my own eye? That's gonna be, I don't know. But I'm gonna go with Haaland as the worst signing.
I think the best signing. I'm just gonna go Gabby Jesus. But I feel like he's gonna be the biggest impact, the biggest difference maker from a team from last season to this season. Worst signing. Usually, a worst signing is attached to the amount you pay for the player. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at all the high transfer transactions, and I'm landed on Martinez and Richarlison. Because Richarlison went for some big money, and I don't rate the player. I don't rate Richarlison, but I'm gonna go with Martinez only because the fee was so high. It's Man United. The spotlight's on them, and I feel like he's got the most to prove because they're really doing the height comparisons for all the centre backs on Sky Sports when he signed. So that's gonna be a talking point every time he plays on the main event on the big game. So yeah, Martinez is actually from the season.
boy. The best signing for me, I have to agree with SB Jesus. I think he's a player that Arsenal are missing. He's looking wavy. He's looking so good. Like his movement, finishing, he's got speed as well, and he's got that Pep ideology that Arteta's trying to install into Arsenal. So I feel like he's going to be a very good signing for Arsenal. Very astute signing. Really like him. So unfortunate. Worst signing, tough. Using SB's logic as well, I think I'm gonna have to go for. It's going to sound contradictory from what I've said about him prior, but it might have to be Nunez.
Yeah, it was big money.
Yeah, because he's at 87 mil, rising up to potentially 100 mil. So the expectations on him are going to be crazy because Haaland, they signed him for 51 million. So he's still cheaper than Martinez. So even if he doesn't bag crazy, he was 51 million. So you can argue that Nunez, if he doesn't get above 15, he's going to get destroyed. So he potentially stands at risk of being the worst signing because of his price tag. And already people are wanting to see him be the worst. You've seen it on social media with the whole compilations of him with his touches and everything. So, yeah, it could be the worst signing. Or like SP was saying, Martinez as well, because 57 million, 5'9". Man United are not too great defensively. He hasn't really got a solid partner next to him. Maguire is dead. Varane is dead. United don't want to play Bailly, so I think Martinez could be left on an island on his own, so that could expose him, make him look worse than he is. Unless we sign someone like a Frankie or something, or he plays as a CDM, he could be exposed. So yeah, but no, if I had to push, I'd say worst signing potential could be Sakaro Nunez.
Nunez, yeah.
Yeah,
But we'll see.
the expectations is the price tag.
We'll see. All right, going to our last topic. The first manager sacked. I got smoke for someone right now, but
Let me start on this one, man. I got smoke, bruv. It's that war criminal, bruv. Brendan Rodgers, bruv. He's crap, bruv. Rodgers he's a fraud. Rodgers he's gonna get sacked. Remember, you man said let's don't really sign no one. They're stagnant. And last season as well, they didn't look great. They looked very patchy last season. And Rodgers, he's a crumbled on. I think he's gonna get the good old boot, bro. He's getting sacked. If not, Lampard he's living a charmed life, man. I don't know how he got the job. He's a criminal as well. If it wasn't for Uncle, he ain't getting that job. Yeah, so Lamps or Rodgers. If I have to push one, Lamps is getting the chop, man. Lampard's getting a sack because he's a criminal, he's a fraud. I don't think he can manage a Smith, bro. He's a fraud. So yeah, I think as much as I hate Rodgers, Lampard is a fraud. I just remember that guy's a war criminal. So yeah, he's gone.
Are you going Lampard? Yeah.
Yeah, Lampard's a criminal, man. He's gone, bro. He can't manage nothing.
I'll just go next year. I got Lampard too. He's living off his name. He's living off the Gerrard comparisons in his managerial career. I just don't rate him. With that Chelsea team, they did nothing last season. Well, I just don't like him as a manager.
No.
I feel like he's just being handed all the good jobs. But I gotta watch Gerrard too though, because last season Aston Villa did rubbish towards the end of the season.
Yeah, they were free.
We're under the radar because they were pretty much safe and there were much bigger teams doing worse than Aston Villa. So Aston Villa have spent a lot of money. So they should be at least in the top 10. And if they're not in the top 10, I think maybe it's a bad season for them. So I'm also watching Gerrard. But Gerrard's name alone, his playing career alone, would give him extra 3 months. So that's what I'm going for Lampard.
I think Villa, if they didn't get top 8, if they didn't finish in the European place, they've underachieved.
No, there's too many good teams ahead of them.
Villa. Villa's team is solid. Villa's team is solid. They need to finish top 8. They need to get Mourinho's trophy, Europa Conference League. If they don't finish Europa Conference League, they failed.
No, I wouldn't say that, but I hear you, but I won't go that deep. I won't go that far. But go on, Dennis.
I'm going with Jesse Marsh. I think he's going to get sacked first. Yeah, plain and simple. He's going to go before Christmas.
Okay. That's our predictions. I've written them all down. Hopefully, I did a good job. I haven't missed anything. So, yeah, we'll see where we're at. Maybe midway point in the season, maybe end after the World Cup, when we start the Premier again. And obviously, at the end of the season, see where we're at. Is there anything else you guys want to cover before we leave?
Yeah, man. Just want to give a shout out to the Lionesses, man. Did what the man them couldn't do. They won. Big shout out, man. They came through clutch. Their football came home. They did their thing. Proud of it. Like they like watching women's football has been a revelation, because 10 years ago was just rubbish. It was nonsense. But now is very techy. It's very much improved. Like there's still stages where you're thinking, but overall, I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, they did their thing, man. So yeah, big shout out to the Lionesses, man. That man couldn't do it, but they did.
Yeah,
and
man.
shout out to my boy Martial as well, man. Black Gloves.
Blackgloves.com.
Yeah, man.
Black gloves
Check out the
means you're good.
merchandise, bro.
I want to be Thierry Henry. All right, whatever.
Bro, shout out Martial, bro.
Man, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I
guess
think
we'll
so. Wrapped
see.
up. Yeah, catch you again next. What were we saying? Sunday. Next episode.
Yeah, next episode. Yeah, we're going to be
Next Sunday,
releasing
right?
content every
Yeah,
week,
Sunday.
so
Yeah.
look out for that.
Yeah, man. Stay tuned in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us feedback.
Like and
Give us
subscribe
likes,
as well.
comments,
Yeah, let us
subscribe.
know your predictions as well. What you think?
Put it in the
What do you think
comments.
about Martial? Let me know what you think about Martial. That's all I care about, bro. Let me know what you think about my boy Marweezy. Let me know with it.
All right, man. All right, we're out.
All right.
Yeah, to the next one.